So today I'll be explaining to you everything in this run. From like so the categories are called stools, popcorn, and escape restaurant. There's actually a bit more to it, but I call this first part stools because the first area is stools and then popcorn. The level name is popcorn. Everything else I didn't get to that part yet when I made the splits, so I just call it escape restaurant. But now that's pretty useful because vor skip was found, and you just skip vor. But I might add vor skip as a thing. Who knows? So anyways, let's continue. So this thing right here, how I'm walking on this yellow part, is it's actually pretty hard to do. You actually have to be pretty skilled at this game in order to do it. It's called well, I've called it floor jump or like death jump or something like that. Death jump is pretty much when you hop on the floor and there's a death barrier that's only like a bit wide, like this, or like a few other examples I'm gonna show later. You can actually jump again, and it'll avoid you dying. But it's not very consistent, and it can kill you. Even in the first 2 seconds, you can die. So let's continue. I then hop onto this stool instead of doing your route where you just go around it and go onto this shelf over here. I use low resolution to find, because what I'm looking at right here, because I'm pretty sure this is it's a little low quality, but you can, I'm not looking down that much, but you could see little like white specks right here, like little white triangles, and you can use that to go around the shelf pretty quickly without falling off or nudging into the visible wall. Then I jump over that file still staying on the shelf, but that's what I did for that run. All of that only saves like a second at most. Here is nothing special. It's just like quick jumps pretty much. Then here is where one of the most important skips in the game and where most of my runs die. This is called ice cream skip. I call it ice cream skip because the floor is ice cream and there's ice cream over there. I just call it balls, but yeah. So during this, you have to jump. Now there's a more consistent method I made, but for this, you have to go forward and like just walk forward in a straight line while like looking around in directions. So first, pink and white, you have to be looking at the exact same direction for when you're crossing into from pink into white. But for white into brown, you have to look a bit more up. But sometimes even that won't work. But I won't do it here, so it saves me a bit of time because looking at random directions actually slows you down. So it's like can slow you down by 0.5 seconds, but you can still get PBs with it, and it's still more consistent overall. That jump is really hard to do. You only get it like I'll just say like around a third of the time. When you look around more, it actually is easier to get that, but it's still a bit slower. Because most of the time, when you do that jump, you have to stay at the edge, like the corner, jump, then hit the corner, and all your momentum is stopped, and you can't get high enough to go onto the platform. So then you have to jump again to get back on the platform, and it wastes around like 0.5 seconds, pretty much. Here I do something different from all the other routes. They go to like around this side of the boxes and turn left sharply, which is not what I do. I take a slow and steady turn. Then here's another skip where you jump onto this popcorn box below you. Then you jump again, do two floor jumps or one. Jump on that popcorn box and go into stools. This is my first run that I got, and it was second place like by 1 second, so that was pretty amazing. But my best time there was 32.52, and I got I don't fucking know, man. But that's still one of my best. That's still my splits right now. So then we do this. This was actually a messed up attempt. So here when you're in black, you can still move around. So that's what I do. I move around slightly to the left, and I didn't move left enough. But it's actually perfect. Because I can jump to right here, where I can jump to right here, to jump right here, to jump over here, to jump right here, to jump right over here, then jump over here, then do floor jump. because once you do it from over here, it's way riskier, and you only make it like half the time of you'd make it twice as often if you didn't do like the moving around your cursor trick. And when you move around your cursor, when you don't move around your cursor, it's pretty much a 99% chance you're gonna fail. So a 98% chance isn't that much better, but it's still better, and it's faster than doing this. And this is actually a pretty slow strategy. I've goated it way better. Hold on. Yeah, my PB for this is now 21.22. So yeah, I've definitely gotten this section better. Then one trick I used right there is I jumped on that platform to make sure, like, cause I have a dream about this game that you're there's like a timer pretty much, and every time you jump, that timer goes less and less. But if you hit ground, it'll reset pretty much. So that's what I use in most of my new runs now, and it's once and it saves a bit more time, and I jump ahead of it to go to this one. Hold on, I jump over this to go to that one to jump over this one, because going up this one is faster than going up this one, and it can and it saves like 1 or 2 seconds. Like overall, I can save 1 or 2 seconds. Here, there's nothing much to say. Now here, what I'm doing is what I do now is I turn around and then start jumping. So once the black screen ends, like around right here, I jump over here to the fat man and I get boosted up. I would rather get boosted up 3 times, but since I was so close, I only did it 2 times. And I took it safe and went to the bottom popcorn instead of going into the top. Then here we do another floor jump. Then we do another pretty hard trick where you squeeze in between these 2 panels and you just move around and jump rapidly, and it gets you up there. Now here you go on the sides and not on the fries, because the fries can kill you. Like even if you're walking normally, it can still kill you. So that's why when you're on the fries, you want to jump most of the time, which I did not do. And here is nothing much special. Then we get to right here. What you want to do for right here is when the screen is black, you want to move forward and jump like 2 or 3 times to get up on top of that bush. And once the black screen fades, you can turn to the right and successfully go over there. That's what the world record does.
Yes.
And then you just do exactly what I do, because there's an invisible box right there, and you end the timer. That's the whole run explained. I would go into detail with a little more of the segments, but yeah. For instance, let's see. Here, popcorn skip. There's so many different routes you can take. You can go all the way to the left while doing the def glitch while like aiming randomly. Or you can go to the left and bounce on top of that little platform right here, and you can like get a little speed boost. You can also do that with some of the clouds. You can hit it, so like you can hit it the topping like an angle that's facing away, like over there, and it'll go over there pretty much. That's how I can explain it, and it'll save you a bit of time, which I think I did right here. No, I did not. I did not get lucky that time. Anything else really, huh? Vor skip is a very important part to this run. I call this vor skip because you get eaten, and pretty much that segment takes around a minute, and I could not do vor. Vor is really hard for me. But yeah, it's really hard to do this skip. If you're a beginner, I would not recommend doing it. I would just recommend trying to get blind spots better before doing this, because the whole trick relies on you doing the blind parts where you're like your whole screen is black, and if you can get it better, then like just if you can do that better than like this, then you're pretty much golden. But you also want to try to do this too, because you also want to try to study this too, because it can take up to like 20 seconds just to do that if you're lucky and survive that long. I have a lot of my runs dead to that point because like RNG pretty much. So yeah, I hope I've explained this run enough. Leave any questions in the comments and I'll answer them. I am taking this very seriously, so yeah, please don't make fun of me in the comments. I have a very fragile ego, and I will literally burn you to death if you make fun of me. All right, this is how to do run. Yes, like this is how pretty much how you do the run in its entirety. There's no shenanigans. There's nothing really hard to do. Just ice cream skip is really hard. That's all I have to say.